A motion?
Okay, so should I read the motion here?
Sure, yeah, you read the motion right here. Or we
No,
can-
I mean, I think
we
that's,
can be shorter if you want.
I feel like that's the motion that would potentially be read at town
Yeah.
meeting.
That's, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not the moderator,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I think basically you can just kind of say that, make a motion to
Accept article.
Okay.
accept,
Okay,
yeah.
I make a motion that the select board recommend approval of Articles 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 13, 16, and 17 in the annual town meeting warrant.
I
And
second
to
that.
approve them, all of them in one vote without debate on such articles. Okay,
Sure,
I second that.
okay, thank you.
yeah.
All right,
Okay, so then we'd go back to where we haven't already approved, so that's Article 4 would be your next one that you haven't already looked at.
Article 4. Town operating budget. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate or otherwise provide a sum of money to fund the town operating budget for fiscal year 2026 as line item appropriations, as recommended by the Finance Committee of Town of Buckland fiscal year 2026 operating budget report. Let's see. I'm just looking there. Now, is that what we have to raise the whole thing? Is that what it's asking, the whole 2 million?
That's for the town operating budget.
Okay. Mhm. Is that?
The 2 million.
Sort of in line to what?
I mean,
Yeah,
I did attend almost, quite a few of this, like, finance committee
Yeah.
meetings. They put a lot of thought into the budget. I think this is what we can afford this year.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
So we,
one of you will make a motion
Okay,
to,
I'm gonna make a motion that we accept the town operating budget as presented to us. That's
that you support Article 4.
Article 4, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the town operating budget.
You support approval or recommend approval of
Approve.
that article.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we do.
all right, next.
Did you want a second?
Oh, second, yes,
I
sorry.
can see Mary.
Now,
Mary
tell vote
looks-
on, we'll say, then we get a vote, yes.
Did we even vote properly on the first one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry. Without Clint
It's
here.
okay, we're
you
just
know?
we're getting it, right?
Okay, all right. I
Yeah.
second it?
Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye, okay.
Aye, okay. Oh,
right.
right, look
All
at
right.
that.
Now Article
Folks at home
6.
will be enjoying this.
By the time you get to Article 20, we'll be a well-oiled
Yes,
machine.
okay.
So Article 6.
You know what we're gonna do? Since I'm the vice chair and I can do this, Joan's gonna do every other one with me.
Okay.
So we can both be involved.
Okay.
Okay, just like, all right, so do you want
Thank
my
you.
turn?
Yes,
Okay.
please, yeah.
All right, Article 6, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate or otherwise provide a sum of money for the Mohawk Trail Regional School District operating assessment for fiscal year 2026 as a line item appropriation as recommended by the Finance Committee in the Town of Buckland fiscal year 2026 operating budget, or to take any other action therefore. And it appears that the sum is $2,995,132. So, the Finance Committee recommends it. I don't have any,
Okay, well, I would, we'll make a motion that we accept this.
yes, I'll make a motion that we recommend, can I just say we recommend Article 6?
Approval of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
article.
He moved it, you gotta second it.
Oh.
I would just say, one. No, that's fine, either way, I would just say we gotta make a motion. I
Oh,
would
I'm
say that.
sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's
No,
my
sure.
turn to make the
That's
motion.
her, she's the,
You read, I wasn't sure where the motion.
Okay, all right, so anyways, I make a motion that the select board supports recommending the approval of the Mohawk Trail Regional School District assessment.
I'll second that.
Okay. Is that wording okay?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
I think so. All right,
You gonna
then,
vote?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, all in favor?
Aye. I was waiting for you.
Aye.
Trying to be nice.
I'm not used to doing this. but-
Mary's got us on
Like
her
I
toes.
Thank
said,
you, Mary, for
like-
keeping us on our toes here.
By the time you're through, you guys are gonna be right on.
Yeah, we'll be right
Okay,
on.
Article 8 is
Your
your next
turn,
one you're
your
looking at.
Article 8, Mohawk Trail Regional School District Emergency Water Heater Replacement Assessment. to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate or transfer from available funds a sum of money for the emergency water heater replacement at the Mohawk Trail Regional High School, including costs incidental or related thereto. Said sum is to be expended under the approval of the school committee's building subcommittee or take any action relative thereto. So we're approving this and they decide how it's spent? Is that what
I gotta
this?
second that, okay.
Okay,
And so the sum is 7,300.
$7,300.
I mean, they had to do it.
they had to do it, so yes.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
Okay.
Okay, number 9,
Getting better.
Article
Okay.
9.
Oh, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
this would be a little light, you know how they have that?
That's right.
To see if the town will vote to raise an should I say I make a motion, or do I
No,
say?
I'd say read it first and
Okay.
then,
Yep.
To
yep.
see if the town will vote to raise an appropriate or otherwise provide a sum of money for the Franklin County Technical School operating assessment for fiscal year 2026 as a line item appropriation, or recommended by the Finance Committee in the Town of Buckland fiscal year 2026 operating budget, or to take any action thereof.
Second. Yeah, I just, I'm looking at the number here, was that?
Well, the number is 304,000.
Yeah. Not that I had to say it then, but I just was looking, that's what I was figuring out.
So.
So you make a motion to recommend the approval of Article
Right,
9.
I'm gonna make a motion that the select board recommend the approval of this article to fund the Franklin County Technical School operating assessment.
Second that?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Hey, we're
Perfect.
getting better.
We're getting good. Now, Article 11.
Your turn.
Article 11. Article 11, Shelburne Falls wastewater treatment facility budget. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate or otherwise provide a sum of money to fund the operation and maintenance of the Shelburne Falls wastewater treatment facility for fiscal year 2026, an enterprise fund for which a sum of money will be raised from anticipated receipts from the Buckland user assessment as a line item appropriation, and for which a sum of money will be raised from anticipated receipts from the town of Shelburne pursuant to the operation agreement, as recommended by the Finance Committee in the Town of Buckland fiscal year 2026 budget report, or take any action thereof. I basically,
I second that.
okay.
Well, I don't have to second it until we decide, right? Or how do
Well,
you-
then one of you would say, I make a motion to recommend the approval of Article
Yeah,
11.
I'm making a motion to approve Article 11.
I second it.
And then you'd have discussion if you
Further
Okay.
discussion?
decided to.
Well, it looks like, I mean, we've gone over this, being on the sewer commission, what, you know, what it takes to keep
Yep.
it going. So, you wanna take a vote?
Okay, if there's no further discussion, let's vote.
Okay,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Okay.
That's the simplified version, okay. how
Now,
about-
Article 12.
Oh, all right, my turn, okay. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate, borrow, or otherwise provide a sum of money which is the estimated cost of capital and/or debt expenses for the Shelburne Falls wastewater treatment facility, an enterprise fund, for which a sum of money will be raised from anticipated receipts from the town of Buckland user assessment as a line item appropriation, and/or the Buckland Enterprise Fund retained earnings as recommended by the Finance Committee, or to take any other action there too. So now we can discuss this, right?
Yes,
All right, we've gone through this, right?
we have gone through it. Our capital projects, yeah.
Oh, wait, didn't we go through this one, 12?
No, we had
We
to,
went through it the other night at the
Oh,
sewer
okay,
commissioners
okay.
We
meeting.
voted to approve it to
we,
be posted.
right.
Okay, thank you.
What
Oh, it was
what
13.
wasn't on there was this Conway tip, and what is that?
That's something that's a bill that's just Buckland's bill to
Oh,
pay.
okay.
From the Conway Street project.
Oh, all right, thank you,
So,
okay.
yep.
So other than that, the other things we went over, so, okay, I would recommend that I'll make a motion that we accept.
Recommend approval of Article
12.
12.
Yes.
Okay, I second that.
Okay, any further discussion? In favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Number 14.
Pam, you're doing a great job, I'm serious.
Hey, I'm
Thanks for keeping us
trying.
on track
Really,
here.
seriously.
Okay, your turn to read.
Oh, Article what, 14?
14.
Town capital expenses to be purchased with free cash. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate, borrow, or otherwise provide a sum of money to be placed in departmental capital accounts in accordance with the table below, or take any other action relative thereto. This is what we were talking about today. Oh, no, we don't, okay. We're gonna appropriate from free cash $184,700 to be placed in the departmental capital accounts. And that's 80,000 for the highway truck loan, 75,000 for repaving, 10,000 for shared police capital expense, 9,700 for Nealman Road debt repayment, and 10,000 for the Buckland Museum improvements. I think I'll make a motion that we accept Article 14.
We approve that, okay, yes, I agree. Second that.
Yep. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
15.
okay. So this is, see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate, borrow, or otherwise provide a sum of money to be placed in departmental capital accounts in accordance with the table below, or to take action thereof. This is for housing rehab funds, so,
Oh, yeah.
which, okay. So we can discuss that now, right? Okay, so LED lighting for the salt, our beautiful salt shed, our new one, right? Yeah.
Or concert hall.
Concert hall, yes. And then the town hall structure repairs, which we've discussed that before. There's some things in the basement that needs to be shored up. Yes, an old building like that. And also one that's right near the two roads, you know, that really, especially that side. I'm sure the water just goes right down.
Yeah, this is for the immediate issues with some sagging under the assessor's office,
Underneath the assessor's
actually.
office.
Uh-oh.
That's why the assessor's
We have
are
way
here.
too many records in that office.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I move that the select board recommends approval of this article.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Perfect. Okay, now we're on to number 18.
18.
Bottom of the next one.
Should be an easy one, yeah.
Article 18, approve prior fiscal year invoices.
And actually, there are none at this point, so it's showing no motion, no action necessary. So you
So,
can actually move on
Basically, I
to
think
number
we'll
19.
just go to 19.
Yep.
Okay, you want me to do that one, Joan?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. It's really her turn, but,
No, no, what, you skipped over that one.
No fighting, you
oh,
two.
sorry. Thanks, Mom.
Buckland Selectmen Comedy Hour.
It is.
And notice this is a petition article, Article 19, so.
And to see if the town will raise and appropriate or otherwise provide a sum of $12,500 as a town's matching share to allow the Buckland Historical Commission to accept an equal amount, $12,500, which has been already approved to be awarded from the Massachusetts Historical Commission to continue work to update and expand needed surveys of the town's historical sites or take any action relative thereto.
Well, having sat on budget meetings, it's really, really close. What we would have about 5,000 surplus or something, that's it. Without having to raise taxes through an override. I don't see how we can afford, even though it's probably a worthy project, I don't know if we can afford it this year. It'd be nice if maybe they could hold off a year, but
I see here also that the Finance Committee has already had their opinions shared, and I guess I'd like to share ours, or mine anyways, that we go along with the Finance Committee and not recommend the approval of this article. We can't right now, or money is too tight, too close to.
right, I think that we would have to deprive something
Yeah.
else in order to meet this financial request.
So,
I'll
Oh.
make the motion.
Oh, go ahead.
Was it your turn or my turn?
no, well.
No, go ahead, you go
No,
ahead.
it doesn't matter.
No, go ahead, sorry.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that the select board does not recommend the approval of this article, Article 19.
I second that.
Any further?
I'm sorry that we can't fund it right now.
Yes.
You know, it's a worthy project, but we just can't afford it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I ask a question on that?
Certainly.
You're just really voting for this to be included in the warrant, right?
Well,
Right
our
now,
recommendation.
because it's a petition article, doesn't that get, I mean, and they got all the signatures.
Mhm.
It will be on the warrant.
It
They're
will be.
just pledging whether they support it or don't support it
Right.
as a board.
And we're not recommending the approval of this article.
But we're not taking the article off the warrant,
Right.
that's because it was petitioned, they have it legally on the warrant. They got enough signatures.
Right.
But however, our finances don't seem to, be able to absorb that, yes.
And then you're moving to Article 20.
I guess it's my turn now.
Okay,
To see if this is stabilization appropriation, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate, borrow, or otherwise provide a sum of money to town stabilization accounts as shown below, or to take any action there too. And so it looks like 29,234 to general stabilization, 40,000 to highway stabilization, 2,000 for election stabilization, when we have more elections, 2,000 technology stabilization, 20,000 transfer station stabilization, 20,000 for police stabilization, a total of 113,000 total stabilization transfer. For the folks at home, could you explain what a stabilization account is?
It's basically an account, like a savings account,
Right.
that we're putting money in each year
So we don't get hit by one giant bill.
to sort of plan for the future
Okay.
in many ways. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, thank you.
so,
You ready to vote?
so you're recommending it?
All
Or
right.
not recommending it?
No, I should say, so, I make a motion that the select board recommends approval of this article.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So the next articles, 21 through 26, are basically the general bylaw changes. And typically, I guess, the select board hasn't really weighed in. It looks like finance committee does not either.
Okay.
So, I mean, you're welcome to
So this-
review them,
this
but
was
I
done
think
by-
you've
yeah.
reviewed them.
We did.
Previously?
I
Okay.
have a question, why the move to evening and not have it in the morning on Saturday? What is motivating that?
Well, it used to always be at that time, and I think from what my understanding is during COVID, they changed it to go during the daytime because we're
We
outside.
did it outside,
We had
right.
to be outside, so we couldn't meet at night
Well,
during COVID.
traditionally in Massachusetts, I believe town meeting was always held on the first Saturday.
In Buckland, it was never on a Saturday.
It was always like on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
or
it's, I
Wednesday.
think this is
And-
what it used to be. I mean, I wasn't way back, but in
Sometimes it was
in
some-
my
some
30-odd years of voting.
It was some late Thursday night, some late Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
sometimes, so
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's maybe why. I wasn't on the committee that kind of went through the bylaws to make these changes, but.
Were there more, was it bigger attendance on a Tuesday night than?
I would say it was pretty similar, to be honest.
I'm just wondering if it, people, older people aren't able to come or whatever, but I'm just curious why I brought
When you
it.
lose, you think about it, you're losing some people Saturday morning, some people still work and, 6
Yeah.
days a week. You're tired, then you get Tuesday nights, you're losing some others, because if it's dark out, a lot of senior citizens don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there is like a perfect.
I mean, no, exactly, that's what I'm saying, right, it's, I don't know if there is
I can
a
understand that.
great
That's
time,
fine.
yeah.
So the single-use plastics bylaw, where did that come from? Who asked for that? Hundreds or excluded?
It was the committee that was reviewing some of the general bylaws that had gone through.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, and now they were getting into, having to go use for metal utensils in the schools.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I think
okay.
that was part of the
Yeah.
idea behind this,
Yeah.
is to
I see,
out.
so it'd be, okay.
I mean, there's plastic and they say, well, it's cheap, but it's very hard to get dispose of. You're once again running into the plastic bottle floating in the, all the islands and everything, so, yeah.
What, was it, did the schools use plastic because of COVID? Or that they could
They
dispose
I
must
think
of
they
it?
must have changed
Because
to
all the
that.
years I was there was always metal
Yeah,
and
when
plates and
when my
everything
kids
else.
were
and,
there, it was metal.
Okay,
But wouldn't
all
be
right.
surprised COVID had a lot to do with it.
It may have.
So who will
Yeah.
enforce this?
That's a very good
Oh.
question, Joe.
If it
Well,
passes?
Shelburne is also doing the same thing with it, so that way, it'll be enforced if somebody goes over there and sees it, you know.
I'm just curious,
Yeah.
just asking
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
Okay, and, okay, we don't vote on that. Do we
Article
vote on any of
23?
the
No, I
accessory dwelling
think
units? No?
all of this is sort of
Yeah.
They're
not
on their
typically
own?
something you've ever voted to support or not
No.
to support.
Okay.
I don't think we have to, correct.
No.
We've heard them all. Yeah.
And we'll see you at Saturday, May 3rd at 10 a.m. at Mohawk Trail. I liked it when it was outside, actually.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of work, but it was,
Oh, I bet.
and things blew around a bit. I think Heather would disagree. that
Yeah.
It was fun, but,
Okay, so that's probably one there we have to sign in the, do you have a main?
you've already signed
You've
the
already signed,
warrant, and it was
okay.
actually posted today.
Oh, okay,
Um,
thank you.
But I will
thought we
pass
had, but
along
I-
your notes to Heather as far as that, your recommendations, so that she can update that.
No, there's nothing in here.
Yeah, you'll have in your documents to sign folder, you will have the next item on the agenda is in there.
Okay, the next item on the
How many
agenda.
jobs are you gonna have, Pam?
I don't know. Every day it's
Oh, and
a
a-
new
An
thing.
appointment here for Pamela. For Pam Guyette, to be our ADA coordinator designation, a designator, yes. Oh, what is this exactly?
Well, I was told that this is something that you do, every town has an ADA coordinator. And I will be the person who's preparing a grant application
Oh.
in the coming months. And in order to do that, I need to be the coordinator.
Yeah,
I will be doing a letter of support to bring to you probably at your next meeting. And this is the grant we're looking to apply for, is to get the ADA compliant restrooms here at the town hall.
Oh, good, good.
So we're working on
More
that.
work for you.
It's okay.
I like that attitude.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
that's what you're
anyway, we
doing
can help you,
tonight.
You know that, we'll try to.
I appreciate it
So
very
we gotta
much.
hope, you just, basically, you just want us to say yes to this.
Yeah,
approve
you
this.
would just make a motion
Make a
to
motion.
appoint me as ADA
Okay, I'll make
coordinator.
a motion to reappoint Pam Guyette as the ADA coordinator.
Second that?
In favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And this should be signed by Clint as a chair. I don't know if there's one in there for him to sign, or. Oh,
Yeah,
we
he
sign
can,
it
I mean,
whenever
he
Whatever
can.
you want.
You can leave it and he,
Well, it just says a,
I don't know if it has to be the chair. I
we
think
are
it
the
just.
acting chair
you're
today,
the
so.
So I'll sign
authority.
this thing here if they,
Yeah,
if
I
wants
think
to- if he
that's- I
wants to,
think
you
that's
can
fine.
Put it in the shredder and do it again.
I think that's fine, Larry, that you sign it.
Okay.
Okay, now, let's see, where are we at now? Contracts and documents, okay, grant documents. I don't think we
any
have
of
any that I
those.
saw.
No,
Okay,
no, there's
nope,
none.
that's all right. Permits and licenses. I guess the first one is the Hilltown Youth Baseball Opening Day Parade permits. And we have that right here. They wanna start at 10 a.m., start at 52 State Street to Eagles, to the end of Conway Street, oh, down to Cricket Field, okay, for
Oh,
opening
that's
day of
cool.
youth baseball. All right, they've paid their, things like that's been approved by the chief of police.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to make a motion that we accept this.
Play ball. Hi.
Okay. That was good. Okay, play ball. And,
Yeah, no, aye, so I guess we have to do a formal vote, right?
yes. And we take a vote, just to see here for, I make a motion that we accept the parade permit from the Hilltown Baseball League.
Okay, second that, and,
Any more discussion?
no,
Okay, all in favor?
aye,
Aye.
that's great.
Okay, very good. And let's see, the next one after that is the VFW Post 8503 Memorial Day Parade.
And it looks like there's actually, they've listed both of the parades that they participate in that morning. They start out with the hot hat and sock parade up in
Oh,
Upper
yeah.
Buckland.
Yes, they do.
Before they come down here to do the second parade of the day. So you'll see they're both
Yeah, they do
listed
say
there.
Upper Buckland, 8 a.m.
I just wanted to make sure you saw that.
Could
Yeah.
you explain what that is?
What the hat and sock parade is?
You said hat and sock?
It's called the hat and sock.
Yeah.
It's because those are the two items of clothing that generally still fit after many years of being in the military. It's a parade that's been going on many, many years in Upper Buckland. It's a very sweet parade if you've never
Did they make that
been.
up, or is it?
I
lots of
believe Dr. Purrington made that up, Dr.
And
Mark
if
Purrington.
there's still a skinny guy that fits his uniform, he's not allowed in the parade, so.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they're not just marching in hats and socks.
they're not.
There's a mental picture I'm trying to erase in my mind.
Yeah, thank you, Mary, for
Yeah, really,
clarifying. that.
appreciate it.
We'd have probably bigger attendance than usual.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'd like to make a motion that we accept this parade permit for the Memorial Day for the VFW Post 8503.
I second that.
Any further discussion?
No,
Okay, all in favor?
aye.
Aye, it's unanimous, okay. And I'll sign that one too.
I guess they would send those info for the two-town news.
Yeah.
That might be tricky.
Okay, minutes and warrants. We have the minutes from March 25th, right here, done by Mary. And
I read this at home.
reminding myself again of things. Okay. I would like to make a motion that we accept the minutes of the April 8th, 2025 Select Board meeting.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye. Good job,
Okay.
Mary.
Yes. And I'll sign this one, I'll pass it over to you, you can sign it, yep, on this one, 'cause we both have to sign. We're the two that was there. There you go, John, thank you. And let's see, warrants, vendor warrants, we have none, right?
No, we do.
We do.
We have vendor warrant 25-23 and payroll warrant 25-23.
Right next to you, Pam.
Oh, they're next to me. Oh, right here.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Didn't get them up early.
Here
Oh,
they
oh,
are.
well, that's okay. I just
Pass
want-
those
yeah.
down the line.
Here you go.
Okay,
I think there's one's payroll and one's,
Oh, so we have to sign both of
yeah,
them.
one's vendor, one's payroll.
oh, all right,
So you
okay.
can each look and swap.
Okay,
We can
yeah,
look
yeah,
and swap.
sure.
We're good at that.
Okay.
We're good at that way. I'm impressed that you people, the people here can handle all these numbers.
Yeah,
It's
and that's
amazing.
why I don't really get too carried away with it, because I know there's people who are much better at it than I am.
We are lucky. We have very
We
good
do,
people
we-
handling our
we-
numbers.
We have, you know, that's why when the finance committee says something, I know too many personally, and they're just, you know.
Yeah, we have some smart folks.
Does it matter where I sign here, or?
Sign wherever
Think
you
so.
want.
Just, yeah,
You-
wherever it says select.
Oh, okay, you
This
sign
is
there, I'll let you
select board.
sign there, and I'll, that's usually Clint's spot there.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay. Well, let's see. Running down here, any items not reasonably anticipated by the chair 48 hours in advance of meetings? Or do you want?
Did you move and vote on a vendor and payroll warrant?
Oh, maybe we didn't. Thank you for correcting us if we didn't, so let's do it again just for the fun of it. I'd like to make a motion that we accept the vendor warrants and payroll warrants for 25, 23.
I second that.
Any further discussion?
No.
Vote. Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Okay?
and thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary. Keeping it all together here.
Thank you, Mary. We'll see you outside after. No, that's what makes this group kind of nice, and just like the whole town hall here is we can joke and we still get a lot of work done, and we get enough people to correct it without embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed. It's,
We support each other.
Well, it's always
right.
possible that I don't hear it.
I didn't say that.
It's all,
I didn't
it's
say
checks
that.
and balances, that's what it's all about.
Okay, any select board member concerns?
No, I don't have any concerns. I can't think of anything.
Well, I will say it again. We're still waiting for a street light at the corner of Elm and Homestead Avenue, and it's been out,
Yeah.
and Ellen Eller and hers right next to it, and they've asked a lot of times.
Yeah,
So
I
I think
believe
Paul
Paul
Mary's
Mary
got-
knows about
I
it.
think he's got 3 or 4 of them around
Yeah,
town to cover,
yeah.
so.
I can follow up with Jake and see if he has spoken with them or what the story is.
I'd appreciate that. It's
Yeah,
just I
no problem.
Keep saying.
Making
you know,
myself a
we're-
note. I do have a few things on the town
Yes,
administrator.
now it's gonna be,
report.
now we're gonna have our town administrator's report.
Oh, wait, a minute, oh, yeah, that's right.
This is
okay.
our maiden voyage of this particular one.
No pressure. Not a lot yet in my first week. Actually, at the last meeting, Heather didn't get a chance to let you all know that unfortunately we did not receive the Community Compact Grant, which was gonna fund the server, the computer server. So we're gonna have to, we can apply again, we can certainly try again, but in the short term, I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Northeast IT to see if there's an option to at least do, if there's parts that we can somehow
Yeah.
work with what we have for funding, just to sort of get us through or explore other options going forward.
What, is it just aging? The system?
Yeah, the server has an end life to it, and we're, I think, on a little bit on borrowed time at this point. But I will talk with Northeast IT and see if they have any
You
thoughts
got,
or.
maybe it's not idea of bringing it up for the public, but what's the cost of it? Do you know, do you have any idea?
I don't actually. Heather
Okay,
had done
I was
the grant for that,
curious, yeah.
but I
But we
can.
want the grant,
It's
so we-
expensive,
Yeah,
I know.
I didn't think we'd have it in cash, that's why I don't that's why I asked
But
you.
yeah, I will,
So,
I can get more
That's okay.
information on that and let
We
you
don't have
folks
the
know.
cash.
Yeah, right. On the other hand, we did get very good news from Linda Overing. I don't know if you both saw the email that, the Executive Office of Housing Livable Communities has approved, both Monroe and Pratt and Asheville Street and Bray Road, as eligible for CDBG funding, which means we can take the money that was left over from the Avery Road emergency repair and sort of reprogram that as these two projects, which is basically going to be the engineering and like the final design and cost estimates for those projects. She has scheduled a public hearing for May 13th, which is your next select board meeting at 6 p.m. She'll be putting that in the newspaper and alerting folks that that's coming up to, give that approval to use those funds. Line work will give us potential for if there's ever future CDBG funds that we're going to be trying to go for. We'll have the projects already kind of ready for that at that point.
Pretty good.
Also, another newsworthy thing, the transfer station is getting a new shed delivered next Tuesday, April 29th. So we will need to shut down the transfer station on Tuesday. I'll put something out put it on the website and make sure it kind of goes out to the folks who've signed up for emails.
And Maddie's been telling people. and
Yep.
There's a sign here,
Just to give people the heads
Yes.
up. They hope that everything goes smoothly and they'll be open on Saturday, the following
That'd be wonderful.
Saturday.
Do you know what color the shed's gonna be?
I don't, actually. I think it's sort of a natural color, but I'm
Okay.
not positive.
Well, that'll be nice for them to have, a nice place to
Yep, secure and,
secure
Have
and,
you
None.
been in the shed up there?
no.
When you go up, ask Maddie for a tour. You both can't be inside of it at once for the tour, though.
yeah.
It's-
So this will be nice,
But
I
this-
think,
I
for them.
think they deserve it, yeah.
Especially in the wintertime and inclement weather.
Yeah, and we're looking to get a new mini split hopefully in there too, to keep
Excellent.
it cool in the summer and toasty in the winter. And the last thing that I had, street sweeping, I saw Anthony this morning, that's gonna be starting next week as well. It's scheduled for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that will be nice to get some of the salt and
Yes.
sand off of our roads.
Do we actually do it, or do we farm it out?
We hire out, we have a company that comes and does it.
Because where are they gonna put with this, we have no place.
We
to
don't
put
have
it.
a sweeper.
Well,
so-
and also, where does it go?
They'll take the sand, I don't know what they do with
They
it.
put it in a
usually.
truck and bring it somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. Yeah, that's the
That new
contractor who
beachfront
handles
property.
that.
You say that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday?
Yes, the April 28th, 29th, and 30th. That's what I have now. I'm sure in the future I'll have more,
No,
but
that's great.
That's good.
that's what
Any
I've
public
got.
comment? Okay, so I guess, let's see, some announcements of upcoming meetings. The annual town meeting, we all know, is Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, at 10 a.m. at Mohawk Trail Regional High School. Select Board meeting, next one is May 13th. We just talked about that, and, okay, let's see, and there's Spring Bulky Waste Day, May 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. to noon at Mohawk High School. And do they have something here or has it been out to the people?
Yeah, there's a flyer that Medi has been handing out at the transfer station.
I've seen it, so I don't know
It's-
where, yeah.
It's also, I believe, we have put it on our website, it gives the, the prices on the back of it. So yes, that is in place.
Excellent. Well, thank you. So, anything else that we can see here? I don't have it, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to officially close tonight's meeting, of the Buckland Select Board meeting of Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Thank you.
Technically, you should move that, she should second it, and you should vote on it.
Yeah.
I move that we close this mention of the Select Board meeting of Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025.
I second that.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Training futures leaders of the world. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.